Hello everyone, welcome back. So I've decided to do a top 5. My mate Glenn from Galloway Game 75 asked us to do a top 5 VR, so pick some games for you. Basically, I picked some games from the biggest collections, which are the PC and, of course, the ZX Spectrum, your favourite 8-bit. So yeah, first game. Now I haven't got the box for this. I've only got the tape. I don't know what's happened to the box. It'll be somewhere. I just can't find it. But I've got the tape. There it is. Remember this? Ultimate Play the Game. Jetpack. Jetpack. What a classic ZX Spectrum 40k game this is. This is what introduced me to the ZX Spectrum, to tell you the truth. And I remember going around in your uncle's mother's house. Went around with me brother and my dad. And he was playing Jetpack. And basically it's a simple platformer. You're an astronaut. You got this laser gun. And you've got to build your rocket, and then you're going to fuel it, and then you take off. And that's basically the same screen all the time, just different enemies. And then I think after about 5 or 6 screens, you get a new ship. But yeah, it was just a basic, simple game. But it was really, the gameplay was great. That's all I can say. Ultimate Play the Game made some classic games as well, like Attic Attack, Saber Wolf, Nightlaw, Transam, Cookie, the list goes on. And if you know Ultimate Play the Game, also in the future, into the 90s, they changed the name to Ray, the Donkey Kong Country and many other classic games. So, that's Jetpack. Next speccy game. This is from a film from '86, and it was Cobra. Now, the reason I've chose this is because I remember seeing it in Your Sinclair back in the day. And Your Sinclair was a great magazine. It was so funny. When magazines were actually, had a bit of sense of humour. But yeah, I remember seeing the graphics and I thought, my God, that's outstanding for the Spectrum. I couldn't believe it. So you're basically Sly Stallone. And it's a bit like a platforming, running gun game. You gotta like save your girl. You get a variety of weapons there: machine gun, shotgun, knives. And before you get the weapons, you've got to headbutt them, headbutt your enemies. And it's one of the hardest games I've ever played, to tell you the truth. But it's one of the games I keep coming back to. And I think the reason is because it just programmed so well. It looks fantastic. And even the sound for the 48K, absolutely brilliant. There's little references to Rocky and Rambo, I think, as well. So, brilliant game. But the hardest game you'll ever play on a Spec, I think. So that's Cobra. So that's the Spectrum games. PC games now. Now this is another game. It came out in 2004. And it came out at the same time as Half-Life 2, which is an absolute classic. And Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I had some competition in 2004. Far Cry. Now the reason I've chose this is because, again, graphically, this was like amazing. A nice paradise tropical island. My God, this looked amazing. I mean, the scenery was absolutely gorgeous, and even the wave effects lapping at your feet. It's a first person shooter, and it just looked absolutely gorgeous, and it plays so well. It's obviously aged and there's much better games out now, but when this came out I was like, oh my God, I could just look around the scenery all the time and dive into that lush blue water. But anyway, you get a load of weapons, and you got to kill all the mercenaries basically. All after you to kill you. I don't know why, but they are. But it's a great little game. I think halfway through the halfway point, it wasn't as good. I think the soldiers and the mercenaries sort of disappeared. I think some sort of mutants were trying to kill the mutants. Don't know what the hell was going on there. But Crytek made this. And obviously they made Crysis as well. Crysis 1, 2, and 3. So, excellent game. And graphics, brilliant graphics. Still nice today even. That's Far Cry. Right. This is a tough choice. I don't know which one to have number one here. Right. So, I had to choose this one. This one came out in 2004, as I was just talking about there. And it's Vice City, Grand Theft Auto. I remember playing GTA 3 and I thought that wasn't too bad. But when this came out, again, I seen it in one of the magazines, it got cracking reviews. And it's just, the characters, there's some really good characters in it. It's basically a third person shooter. You can drive cars, you can jump in speedboats, you can fly helicopters, you can knock people out, you can run people over. Bit violent at times, but yeah, you get all these different missions to do, and just like the GTA 5, it's really fun. It's just, if you want to do the missions, just wander around and get the cars to chase in the cars. Just cause mayhem. It's absolutely great. So Vice City, love it, love it. Okay, my number one. This is a tough choice as well because I played the 3 games for the franchise. Actually, I think there's 4, but I've only played the 3 of them, made by Rocksteady. Batman Arkham Knight. Absolutely amazing game. I had a bit of a dodgy start when I first arrived on the PC, but I tell you what, I think I downloaded it, put it on, and it wasn't playing very well. The frame rate was really dodgy, so I left it in my account for about a year. Just came back to it, everything was fixed. I'm telling you, once I got into it, I absolutely loved it. It's got all the villains from the Batman franchise in, and even the Joker. He's not supposed to be in it, but he is in it. I don't want to spoil the story, but Mark Hamill plays the Joker, and he's absolutely brilliant. He's very sinister, and if you don't know who Mark Hamill is, obviously he's Luke Skywalker. But it's a really good game. Fighting mechanics are fantastic. The graphics are amazing still. 2015 it was out, and it was made by Rocksteady. It was the third of the trilogy. There was Arkham Asylum, then Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. You can glide around the city. You get a variety of different weapons. You get loads of missions to do. There's loads of side missions to do. Another reason I like this is because I got all the DLC for it as well. So you could have customized Batmobiles. You could have different Batman suits. The only one you couldn't have really was the Adam West one from the 60s series. I think that was exclusive for PlayStation or something, and it just didn't come on the PC. Shocking, not like bloody shocking. But excellent game, absolutely brilliant game. And yeah, this is my number one. And this is my top 5 done. Hope you enjoy that, everyone. Anyway, I'll see you very soon. Hope that's alright for you, Glenn. And I've got to pick 5 myself. Right. I've got to think about this. Back in a minute.
3 hours later.
Who are we going to choose for the next 5? I think we'll choose Mr. Goldtooth. Drinking Games with Josh. James on Sweet Radish Gaming. David plays retro games badly. And lastly but not least, Mr. John Bundy. See you later, everyone. Over and out. Ta-ta.